Hi, welcome back to Markets of Sunshine. This is part 2 of our altered book purse tutorial. So I wanted to show you what I've done so far. So I've glued in the reinforced piece of the cardboard into the center of the book on the spine. And now what I did is, this is what I did on the other book, and this was what the easiest way for me to do it. So if you want to do it by doing it glue, whatever's the easiest for you, but this is how it was easier for me. So I took it over to the machine and I just lined up these two corners, stitched it down this side, and then I lined up this side and stitched it down here, and then I did the same thing on the other two on the other ends. Okay, so then now all I'm going to do, because I want to use the Aleene's tacky glue because I know this is very good and it will stay in place. I use it all the time. I've used it when I made my hollow books, and so I'm confident that it's going to do what I want it to do. So first of all, I'm just going to glue down this outside edge and this outside edge because I still have to attach my handles, so we're not going to glue this part yet. And I decided I'm not going to put a pocket on one of the sides. I'm going to do something different. So this is going to be a 3-step video. So step 3 is we're going to make a insert pocket that's going to go in the bottom. So I'm going to show you how to do that, but that's in video 3. All right, so now today what I'm going to do is just glue, but I want to lay this down so that I can see where I need to come with the tacky glue. Okay, so I'm going to just glue right along this side. I don't want to go on this decorative edge. And I'm not gluing the top. So, and I want to keep it pretty close to that edge. And again, lay your fabric down and see where, after you have it stitched, where does it come onto the book. So it may come a little shorter, so it may go out a little further, so whatever yours is doing, that's what you want to do with the glue. Okay, so we're going to do this. So now, obviously, thanks to the wonders of video, then as this is drying, you're not going to be aware of that, but I will be coming back once it's dried. So I'm just going to put this here, and then my handy dandy clothespins, as you know I love to use. Okay, so that's going to be that one. And then I'm going to come over here on this side and making sure that I have the little gusset in the bottom, making sure this, you want to make sure your spine, that's your gusset, is going to be in place. Okay, and like I said before, this is a little bit of a fiddly, so you're trying to just get something that's has a little bit of weight to it so that that doesn't fall over. Okay, so now I'm just going to get 2 more clothespins and hold this side into place. Okay, I think that's all the ones I have right here. Alright, so now I will let this dry. Just really make sure that you're pressing it with your finger so that that glue is really setting and taking hold into the fabric. It has to stick to the paper of the book and to the fabric. Okay, now I'm going to do the same thing over here. So first thing I want to do is I want to get my fabric into place. See where how much room do I have on this side. I'll have to get a few more clothespins here in a minute. And then see what I have on this side. And then I'm going to do the same thing, and I'm going to glue it, and then it will be glued into place. And then once it's dried, then I'll come back and then we'll do the handles and the top piece. So stay tuned. I'll be back in a flash. Okay, so I have the glue put into place, and now I'm just going to fold this up. And I'm just lining up this top edge, putting my finger down here, pressing the fabric, clothespin. Okay, now I'm going to do the same thing over here. Just pull it over, looking at the side, pressing the fabric against the book. Okay, get the clothespin, and then voila. Okay, so now I will let this dry and then I will be back. Okay, so here we go. This is now the purse lining is adhered to the book, and as you can see, when you use the tacky glue, I mean, it is secure. And then when you sew the corner pieces to the backing, that's secure. So to me, that's a much easier way to do it. And it looks really nice. I like it. And these will fold inward like that. Okay, so now I came up with something that I think is going to be really fun for us to do for the handles. Now, you can do anything you want to do with the handles for your handles, but I think this is going to be something that's going to really add an extra flair to the purse. And let me show you what I came up with. All right, so now I'm putting the handles on. So I crocheted handles out of fabric, and I already have them glued to this side. So you can do this with a larger crochet hook. This is a 9mm, and I love these bamboo handled ones. And you take a strip of fabric approximately 24 to 36 inches long and about 1 inch wide. And if you cut it, just a little tiny bit of the fabric, and then you rip it, that gives it the best effect to do this, kind of like rug making. And then you tie off a knot on each of the ends, and you leave about 1.5 inches so that you can have that space to glue them. So now we're going to glue, put this tacky glue. Again, this stuff is wonderful. It will glue anything down. Okay, so how I'm doing this is I'm coming right up to where I've glued it, the lining to the book. So I'm just coming in here, separating it, pushing it down in there, moving it over with my finger, and then wipe off this part up here because I'm going to glue that, but I don't want it to be where I don't want it to be. Okay. Wipe off any excess off of you or the or the book. Okay, and then what I'm doing is I'm coming in here with a clothespin just to hold it securely so it can stay in place. And now the other end of the handle, I'm going to do the same thing. So this makes the book uniquely yours. So when you make the handles, now this is something really special. Tool out this time. Okay, move it over where I want it. Okay, right about there is good. Again, wipe off any excess. Okay. So now is a good time to go ahead and glue excuse me, the rest of the cover. I'll make it a clothespin for over here. Alright, so now I'm going to come down right below where the paper lining meets that top edge. Okay. Pulling the fabric up toward me, gently pressing it, and I'll take a few more clothespins. Pushed it down, but I don't want it to do that, so I'm going to open it up wider so that it can get on there. There we go. Use as many as I need to. Okay. Same thing over here. So as you can see, I mean, this is a very easy project. The most difficult is the lining, getting those two gussets on the ends. But once you get that put together, which like I said, sewing it to me is the best, easiest way to go about it. Lay it down just so that I can press it better. I want to pull the lining up. I don't want it over the edge, of the top of the edge, but I just want it up there a little bit better. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I happened to buy a little bag of clothespins a while ago. I happen to have a lot. And I keep them in this mug. We were at an anniversary party years ago, and I saved these. It was a medieval times theme, so I thought these were really cute. And I save them, and that's where I store mine. Okay, so now this is going to be left to dry. So as soon as it is dry, I will be back, and then we will look at the final product and see how adorable it turned out. Okay, so now I can just let this fold down, no problem. Oh, this is going to be so beautiful. I just love how the color, so I picked up this very faint red here, since this was not a bold red. That's why I didn't do the other one, but this is like a faint, beautiful, antique-y, vintage looking red in a small print with the white, so it just picks it up beautifully. I love it. Okay, as soon as it's dry, I'll be back in a flash. Okie dokie. Here we are, all done, beautiful. Our handles, and I've let them dry probably about 20 minutes, maybe 30 minutes. So once they've dried overnight, then it'll really be secure. Look at how the little gussets fold inward. Okay, so I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope you will give it a try. If you crochet, then just do the fabric strips like I showed you how to, didn't show you, but I told you. And make your handles. Beautiful, beautiful, and easy to do. And if you have seen my baskets that I've made, you'll be able to oh, here's one. In my little organizing of my craft room and garage, decluttering, I found another one. Isn't it adorable? I love this fabric combination. Oh, I just love it. I don't know what it is about it, but it just is so beautiful to me. So you start off making the circle, your base, like say you're going to make it just a round coaster, and then you just keep coming up the side, and then that forms your basket. And then what I did, which now some just incorporate the handle into the basket, but I didn't do that. I made the handles just like I made these, and then I just hand stitched them, as you can see right here. I sewed it there, and I sewed it over here. So there's a cute little basket, and you can form it here on the bottom to, see, makes it a little cute. And it stands up. Isn't it adorable? I just love them. Love them. So when you do these, what you have to do is you take the length of the fabric. So let's say if you have a length that's 36 inches or it's 24 inches or 22 inches, and you cut them 1 inch wide and you rip them into those strips like I told you, and then you just sew the ends together. Just, you know, like maybe do 60, 70 inches, and then that will make this whole circle. And then you do the same thing with this one here, depending on the size of your basket. So you just use that color, and you can incorporate different colors, like what I did here at the top. I put a different, when I ran out of this, I came in here with this color here, and then incorporated a different one into the basket handle. So I mean, it's so much fun. You can just do so much with this. I love these things. And so anyway, so stay tuned for part 3, and I'm going to show you how we're going to make a little insert for the bottom, it's going to have pockets, and then we'll be able, they'll be expandable, so it wouldn't be like if I put a pocket here, it's going to be real tight against it. So I didn't want that. So I said, aha, I'm going to show you how to make the expandable pockets, and you can put that into the bottom, and it can be removable, or you can glue it down. Either way. I'm going to make mine where it's removable, and that'll be just a nice added feature to it. Isn't this beautiful? I just love it. And then now just get a hook, put it on the wall in your craft room, and then when you want your ephemera, you get it down, and it adds a nice piece of artwork decor to your room, as well as a functional piece, because you know I'm all about making useful things here on my channel. So if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it so other people can find it, and join my little creative community by subscribing. So thank you so much for joining me here. Keep creating in the sunshine, stay safe, and I will see you in the next video for the insert. Bye-bye.